When I was getting the call to be a pastor, I had many doubts and questions I needed to figure out first. Questions like, what about my past? What will my friends think of me? What about my wife? Will she support the extra time commitment? What will my daughter think? I too was a pastor's kid, and I know how hard that could be as well. As I was asking these questions, it reminded me of Exodus 4, when God was telling Moses to free the Israelites from Pharaoh's bondage. Moses would ask God, what if they don't believe me that you sent me? So God gave Moses three miracles he could perform in front of them so that they would believe. Then Moses would say, I have never been eloquent in speech. So God gently reminds him of who gave human beings their mouths and that he will teach Moses what to say. Then Moses said, please send someone else. Now in Exodus 4:14 it says, then the Lord's anger burned against Moses. As I was reading through this, I realized that God doesn't get upset if we have questions, that it's a natural human response that He gave us. It is okay to have questions, and God actually wants us to bring our questions to Him. The only time God became angry at Moses is when He wanted to send someone else. So, as I brought up my questions to God, He answered them as well. With my friends, they actually all thought it made sense because they knew who I was. With my wife, she was in full support, as she always is. And my daughter, she thought it was cool. She actually told all her friends that I actually own a church now. What I knew I couldn't do was tell God to send someone else. He put this on my heart, and I had to see it through. And just like God had a purpose for Moses' life, he has a purpose for every single one of our lives. He may not tell us through a big burning bush, but it's that intuition you feel, that thought that you can't get out of your head. So, what has God been calling you to do? Maybe join or lead a community group, serve on a team you keep thinking about, join a mission trip, reach out and invite your one life to church. Maybe now it's time to say, here I am, God. I'm ready.